it's a hard question for me to answer. Because number one, you should know something before you teach it. And that's all. So if you don't know it, then it's very difficult to teach it. So the Guruji used to say you should practice between 6 and 10 years before you start teaching. And in the earlier days, you should have finished third series before you start teaching. So his standards were high. And I think that's pretty good. If only we were able to live up to them. That would have been nice. So that's what he said. Nowadays, it's pretty easy to become a yoga teacher. However, one thing that's been interesting is that over the past 2 years, as I've started doing a few workshops in different places, every once in a while I ask a student who their teacher is or where they learn their practice, and they say, oh, I learned my practice off of YouTube because there are no teachers where I am, so I learned everything off of the internet. And some of them are doing really well, actually. Some people are, and Guruji actually said this, when we did the videos with him in 1993, there was the question of whether or not it was a good idea to make a yoga video, because what if people got hurt, or would people really be able to learn from a video, or shouldn't you just only have a teacher? And he said, yeah, you should have a teacher, but for some students it's possible that they could maybe learn from a video. And he was right, because tons of people are learning quite well off of YouTube right now. Pretty soon. We're going to be redundant. This idea of a yoga shala is going to be like, so 2010. But I think that yoga, we have to remember, is not a physical practice entirely. We use the physical body to learn something interior, about our interior nature. And so therefore, even if someone can just teach a pose well, it doesn't mean necessarily that they are in tune or in touch with the inner aspects of practice. Maybe they can just teach a pose well. So then we have to say, okay, are they really teaching yoga? But we don't really know, Am I really teaching yoga? I have no idea. None whatsoever. But here we are. Anyway, so, if you need refunds or something, apply at the head office. So it's a tricky thing. What is yoga? What does it mean to practice yoga? All these things we should think about while we're practicing and when we go to teachers.